When I was a boy, I thought power was loud. Big engines, bigger voices. Then I watched an elephant walk. No hurry, no need to prove a thing, and I learned real power doesn't shout. It simply is. Look at that trunk. Strong enough to lift a log, soft enough to pick a single blade of grass. Power with control. Their feet, cushioned like old leather boots, spreading the weight, feeling whispers in the ground from miles away. Power that listens. In a herd, the matriarch leads. Not because she's the biggest, but because she remembers. Paths to water. Seasons of plenty, seasons of dust. Power that remembers is power that protects. When an elephant grieves, the whole herd slows. They touch the bones with quiet trunks, honouring what was. Power that makes space for sorrow can make space for joy. You and I, maybe we won't move mountains today, but we can move one heavy thing with care. We can choose when to push and when to pause. We can carry each other's burdens and set them down gently. If you ever feel small, remember an elephant's secret. It's not muscles that make them mighty. It's patience. It's memory. It's the calm to stand still and the courage to move when it matters. Out there, their world is shrinking. Fences, noise, hunger. If my old hands can do anything, it's to ask you to leave room for giants. Support the folks keeping corridors open and water holes clean. Power protects what it loves. Walk softer today. Listen deeper. Carry the heavy thing and set it down with grace. That's elephant power, and it looks good on you. I remember the first time I saw an elephant herd up close. I was young then, much younger than I am today. The world seemed a different place. The sun was low in the sky, casting long, warm shadows across the dusty plains. The light made the elephants glow like ancient trees, their grey hides catching the last golden rays of the afternoon. An old lady in the herd, the one they call the Matriarch, stopped her slow walk and turned to look straight at me. She didn't seem afraid or angry. She just looked. And in that gaze, it felt like she knew me. That quiet, knowing look has stayed with me my whole life. A memory as solid as a stone. A baby elephant, called a calf, is a wonder to see. It is born into the world after a very long wait, a time of patience for its mother. A mother elephant carries her precious calf inside her for nearly 2 years. When the calf is finally born, it is unsteady on its feet, but it can walk within just a few hours. The whole herd gathers close, a circle of support and protection. The other mothers, the aunts, the sisters, reach out to touch the new baby with their trunks, a gentle welcome into the family. They guard it with their lives, teaching it the simple, important things, how to find water, how to know which plants are good to eat. Water is a source of great joy for elephants, not just a thing they need to drink. They drink deeply. They come to bathe. They come to play. The mud acts like a protective blanket on their skin, shielding them from the hot sun and pesky insects that bite. Memory is perhaps the elephant's greatest gift. During a long, hard drought, she can remember the location of a hidden spring she may not have visited for many, many years. We see this memory in the way they greet old friends, with clear recognition and joy, even after being apart for decades. A young calf learns everything by watching and copying the older elephants in the herd. It learns which sounds mean danger, and which ones mean it is time to move. Elephants can feel vibrations in the ground through the sensitive soles of their feet. The leader of an elephant herd, the matriarch, is usually the oldest and most experienced female. She is not the leader because she is the strongest, but because she is the wisest. Her long life has filled her mind with a map of the world her family calls home. She has survived droughts, storms, dangers younger elephants have never seen. The whole herd trusts her, following her lead without question, because her wisdom keeps them alive. Her role is more than finding food and water. She's the heart of the family. When a calf is born, she welcomes it. When a member is sick or injured, she makes the herd slow down and wait. When a matriarch grows very old and her time ends, the loss is felt deeply by the herd. Usually, her oldest daughter will step into the role. Wisdom earned over many years. But the long, peaceful life of an elephant is not always easy. The world is changing and their homes are shrinking. Fences and roads cut across ancient migration paths remembered by matriarchs. Herds can become trapped without enough food or water. Sometimes this leads to conflict with people. The greatest sorrow comes from poachers. Poachers hunt elephants illegally for ivory. To get the ivory, they kill the elephant, often leaving a young calf without its mother or a herd without its leader. This greed has driven elephant numbers dangerously low. Each poached elephant tears a hole in a family, stealing memories from the herd. Calves left behind face a heartbreaking struggle. Even with these heavy sorrows, there is still hope. There are many good people in the world who are working hard to help, creating national parks and protected areas. Brave rangers watch over the herds, protecting them from harm. In shared lands, people are finding clever ways to keep elephants away from farms without hurting them. Even fences made with beehives. Scientists are studying elephants, so we place our roads and towns wisely. I believe elephants have much to teach us if we're quiet enough to listen. They teach us about family, patience, and the power of memory. At night, the little ones rest safely between the legs of the adults, while the matriarch listens to the quiet. We must keep a place for them. They are a vital part of this earth. If we hold their lessons in our hearts, we can build a kinder world, big enough for people and elephants walking together with care.